Hello and welcome back to the Memory Arcade. Look at that Moogle. What a good Moogle. Okay, so we are at this choice. Which group to follow? So this is where the narrative splits for a little bit, and we we get to follow either Locke, Sabin, or the group of Edgar, Terra, and Bannon along their way, and let's go with Locke. Let's see what Locke is up to. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, but now he desperately needs to escape. Okay. Damn it, gotta get to Nash on the fly. So we are now in South Figure, and South Figure has suddenly become a very interesting place. Because it's occupied by the Empire. I also love that the kind of media literacy that the game kinda expects of you. In the sense, we can't just equip two. No. Just expects of you in a sense that, oh yeah, you've seen Star Wars, you know what an evil empire is, right? Okay. Gotcha. And I think going forward, Final Fantasy... Excuse me. My voice will hopefully loosen up in a little while, in a few moments. I think Final Fantasy will just keep doing that. There will always be some evil empire out there. I mean, the Shinra Corporation, it's kind of specifically corporate, and that will get its own explanation to a point in Final Fantasy VII. But later on, the Galbadian forces in... what was Galbadia, right? In Final Fantasy VIII and Alexandria in Final Fantasy IX, they were just evil empires. Usually ruled by one person and generally unpleasant and warlike. Okay, we have a star pendant, silver specs, so we're fortified against the more basic. Oh, this used to be Duncan's house, huh? We're fortified against the most basic of status ailments, that's good. We also last session figured out that in this particular version I'm playing, which is a patched version of the Super Nintendo game, that restores the full script of the game and completely translates it in very similar still and style to the very fondly regarded Ted Woolsey translation. But back in the day, for those who don't know, Japanese is a very compact language, and since Super Nintendo games came on these modules, so on chips, on physical chips rather than very disposable CDs, expanding the size of a Super Nintendo game to, say, translate a very wordy Japanese game into English wasn't in the cards. So I think Final Fantasy VI had to cut about a third of its script, like condense everything to the bare, well, not the bare minimum of meaning, but a lot of chit chat, a lot of incidental stuff. A lot of it just got condensed or cut. And we're playing a version that restores the entire script. And also has some bug fixes here and there, restores some censored graphics, so we all get to see Siren's butt in, I don't know, 8x8 pixels. And also there's a run button, like so, when I would be, like it would be in future Final Fantasies. And I've played various versions to that extent, some where the run button and the sprint shoes stack and you get ridiculously fast, but it also kind of messes with animation. This might actually have been how the Game Boy Advance release handled it, I don't know. Anyway, here the sprint shoes are useless. They kind of force you to run without holding the B button, and I don't mind holding them when I want to go fast. Which is good, because it frees up a slot in the relic system for one character in the group, and the relic system is kind of important because you only get 2 relics, and I don't know if there was a situation later on where you could get 3 relics, I don't know. Anyway, Locke, Sub Figaro. Shit's fucked, he needs to get out. We're talking to Duncan's wife. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under a rich man's house. Find the room that's drafty. Oh, okay, so I guess now the whole thing about bringing in some gin will get out. Yeah. This is the rich man's house, yeah. Let's just talk to the people here. I don't like strangers. Bring me some rum, maybe I'll talk to you. My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town, but he said to only let merchants pass through. Okay, so I guess we need to look like a merchant. You still have options. Avoid the armored soldiers. They have no sense of humor and will kill you where you stand. Let's keep an eye on the money for a little while, because we don't have the luxury of Edgar and his tools anymore. And if we can get to the armor shop, I would like to get some stuff for Locke. You're that notorious thief, Locke, aren't you? Hey, come here, treasure hunter, I'll rip your lungs out. That's... wow. Locke, could you not? He stole his clothing too. Here we go. These are a little tight, but the price was right. Phew. Birthday suit. Excuse me. Okay, so now Locke looks like a merchant. Also got a plumbed hat, which is boosts our defense a little bit. Let's see. Let's not test our luck against the Imperials. I think you can just run into them and punch them, but let's go along with the little self-selection here. It's fun. And you're a merchant, right? You may proceed. If there's anything here, I've probably already looted it. There we go. Weapon and armor shop. We can equip, we can get a heavy shield, we have a plumbed hat, and let's get that Kempo-gi. Wait. Oh, 7 has one, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, our boy is doing okay. Imperial soldiers are pigs. The lower ranking green suits are brawlers. Oh, good to know. Lower ranking soldiers like to brawl. They try humiliating them by stealing their uniform. Oh. So, you already have all that? Oh. Yeah, the contrast is okay. I don't like the gradient. I've struggled with it in the past session and spent way too much time fiddling with the box background. But yeah, it's... Okay, there's a green one. There was my 10 AM alarm to take my meds, but I already did, so that's okay. Yeah, no, there's no going through here. Scram, you blockhead. These are a bit too large. But he didn't charge. God damn it, Locke. Also, while we're on this particular brand of humor, I'm just delighted that a Wonderful 101 is being ported to the Switch. Oh, a teleport stone. Guessing that's like an exit stone? It is such a goofy game, and I think I wanna block that I wanna back that Kickstarter. So can we now? A detached force is making its way towards Nourish. We'll link up with them soon. Halt. Time's up. Good. I'll take a break. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can... Should it just get one for sellers? Actually, yeah, that's good. Some relics in advance for sellers. Look, as luck would have it, I'm fresh out of merchandise. I'm gonna pound your face. Guess I'm out of luck. Seems our famous Lady General turned traitor. I heard she's locked up somewhere in this town. Never a dull moment. Time to guard the passage under the big mansion. Oh well, life is tough. I heard there's 2 secret tunnels under the rich man's house. One leads out of town and the other one to one of these houses. Can never talk to this guy, huh? Hey you, come to steal my rum? You thief! Okay, we took the rum for the old man. Let's avoid all the Imperials here. And here? Maybe we can. I mean, sure we can. Let's go out here. I like how a little kid is one of the obstacles in this whole situation. Ah, rum. Sure, Locke, enable this man's terrible addiction. Oh, secret passage? Well, there's one that leads to the rich man's house. Go downstairs and give my grandson the password. It's I forget. Well, it's probably rum. Oh dear. Let's be optimistic. Well, thank you. Not sure we ever were in the rich man's house. Guessing this place just got taken over completely by the Empire as a I mean, that's what you would do if you take over a city. You take the biggest place and turn it into a command post, right? Imperial troops have turned this house into their headquarters. Yeah. Should I have... gotten myself another green suit? Oh, what have I done? I betrayed the town, I didn't even need the money. Dude, that's low. I like the subtle effect. Okay, so the secret passage is in here. Chunk, magic armor. Wind the clock, wind the clock. Oh, it was just a... that was just a jump rope rhyme and not a hint. Rascals, knock it off. Okay, Steve, you are in charge of looking after the kids, but I hate kids. That's the idea. Drafty. Yeah. Seen it before. Of course, she's one of the Empire's generals. That's what happens to traitors. A Magitech Knight, forged by the Empire and tempered in battle. The guise hides a woman with a spirit as pure as snow. Oh, I'm so worried that I'm not gonna do her justice at all. So the mighty General Salas has fallen. How can you serve these cowards? Hold your tongue. Isn't it true Kefka's going to poison the people of Doma to the east? Shut up! Keep running your mouth while you can. Your execution's tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir. I can go for days without sleep. He's gonna be asleep in a second, isn't he? Look, you clever bastard. Not sure if I have to fight him. I'm also pretty sure that I can beat him, but... you know. Well... shouldn't I have used this chained on graphic the whole time? Well, I guess no opera in this playthrough. And you are? Name's Locke. I'm with the Returners. He tells this to everybody who'll listen. He must be very proud. The Returners? I used to be General Salas. Now I'm just a common trader. Let's go. Huh? You take me along? Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk. I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. Now I think I'm better off waiting for my executioner. At least I'll have my pride. I'll protect you. Trust me, you'll be fine. Let's go. Wait. This soldier might have something on him that could help us get out of here. Stealing is wrong. And some bread too. Oh. Anyway. Okay, we don't have a sword for her? Can we get a sword for her? This chest might actually contain her stuff. Oh, you know, a lot of money. Okay, so the clock key obviously helps us to get through this place. See if we Knight's Code, and let's drop a quick save. This passage leads out. Okay, mithril knife it is. In fact, Celes, why don't you take the air knife? Huh. That one's rogue only. Adventurer. Sure. Old clock. It's ticking. Oh. I have a feeling that runic magic is kinda useless here, since they're never gonna attack anyway. There we go. Get some iron on at night. I think this place will have pretty much everything we need to. God damn it. That we'll need to. Shit. We'll need to get it Celes kitted. Why are you helping me? You remind me of someone. What? But what's that matter anyway? Oh, that's him. What's it matter anyway? I just want to, okay? Now let's keep scurrying through the underground. Get all that loot. What does an earring do again? Booster wears magic, more effective when paired. Well, sure. I guess in this context he would be, or should be the one using the Knight's Code, because he's always out to protect sellers, but... Aww. Poor Vector Pup. What magic does she have anyway? Hero, Persona, and a Blizzard spell. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much everything I would have bought for her anyway. Okay. Anything else for him? No. So, at least these two are about as well kitted as they will be in this section of the game. Yeah. So she has the runic ability, which is kind of poorly explained at this juncture. I mean, there will be a little tutorial when we encounter a boss put up north in a cave. But she's essentially a magical... Oh god, what's the English word for that? Surge protector? No, that's not it. Lightning rod. She's a magic lightning rod. So, I'm not sure if it only pertains to stuff that is aimed at her, or if she actually protects the entire party from spells, but when she puts up her runic ability, she can essentially put up her sword like a lightning rod, or She-Ra, for that matter. And I'm not sure if it'll damage her at all. We'll see. Oh, you sons of bitches. But I think it will also charge her attacks. The Knight's Code is working overtime. Whew. It was a close call, but we got a level. gonna use some magic here. And finally switch between party members with L and R. I'm so happy. I found a new appreciation for shields in these games. I'm not sure what the percentage is on when a shield can completely block an enemy attack. What the? Okay, I think you start this one and then you go down again. Here we are. This way we just leave town. There was more stuff. Okay, one more heal. Quick save and... Oh, okay. I think there's also nothing left here. Oh, we escape individually this time. Oh, there is nothing left here. Okay. Freedom! Let's go to Seven's hut and rest. I've been using magic. Save. Suddenly new monsters. Honestly, there's a time to steal, and it's really not when there's just two of us and we're getting mauled by bears. Oh. A little too far. It's interesting to me that... What is that noise? Yeah, can we just partake in the healing fountain here? No, not yet? We can, okay. There's something coming out of the wall. A tunnel armor. If we get hit by its magic, it will scorch us into dust. What do we do? Don't worry, I'll draw its magic with my runic blade. And you'll be okay? Just you watch. Okay, maybe steal now. God of Thunder. Do I do this every turn with her? Shit. That's... wow. We are very much outmatched here. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Yes, this is the version I'm playing. I've been meaning to post on Twitter about which versions I've been playing specifically, but this is it, yes. Also remember, don't spend money on the sprint shoes. They're worthless in this version. Unless you don't want to hold down B while running. I just realized I need to grind out a couple of levels in these mines, or in this cavern, because the drill armor made really short work of us, even though we're pretty well equipped. But yeah, it's a good version. So far I've noticed a couple of sentences that were run a little long and had me stumble a bit, but other than that it's charismatic, but also feels a bit more dense than the original translation. It's not one of those overly literal translations from Japanese that you sometimes see, where it all seems very stilted and there's certain phrases that just don't scan in English. Well, we had level wise anyway. Both at level 12. Let's get them to level 13 and try again. I have a healing fountain here, so... I can just keep healing the two of them with Celus's magic. Not losing anything. By the way, McDunkadunk, didn't we discuss the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer briefly? I've since watched it, and like I said, I was a little like, yeah, I'm gonna play it anyway sometime, I don't need to see the trailer, but that sure was a trailer. It got me really hyped. Especially when the new orchestra version of the boss theme kicks in and it all gets very dramatic. It's a really good trailer. And the Shinra Elite, Palmar and all that. The Final Fantasy VII trailer, the latest one. I think we may have talked about that. Before. Oh. Battery of the gamepad ran out. Let me get my cable. Yeah. I'm worried about, like, I'm hyped for the remake, but I also kind of want to wait until it's fully released, which, I don't know, may still be a couple of years out, to be honest, given the speed at which Square Enix is working on projects these days. And also I'm a little worried that that the characters become kind of caricatures of themselves. Like it's not Cloud like he used to be in the actual game, but more Cloud as Square Enix remembers him. That makes sense. So I'm not. I hope he's not too subdued, too brooding, too angsty, because there were moments in Final Fantasy VII, in the original game, where he showed actually had a sense of humor about stuff, and also moments where Aeris wasn't quite this saint-like Jesus figure, but also just kind of snarky and funny in a very unassuming and I don't know, very down-to-earth way. And I hope that all these things kind of make it into the remake, rather than that we just get these very, I don't know, distillations of how people remember these characters. Because I think there would a lot of character nuance would go away. Would be sacrificed if they did that. But the trailer I really liked. I liked that the Shinra elite were all really on point. Like, Reef is very passionate about actually helping the people. Heidegger calls him a coward for that, or weakling or whatever. Scarlet actually has some goon acting as a footstool because that's the person she is. And Palmer with his little teacup. Yeah, it was really fun. Oh, thank you. Like, I always feel like I want to play Final Fantasy VIII on stream because I have a lot of fond memories, but to me, Squall is kind of what you get when you only half remember Cloud. Like, Squall was very much in that brooding, angsty mode most of the time, and there was very little levity to his character. And I feel that they kinda went with oh yeah, Cloud was really popular, let's do that again. But more Cloud. Make him more Cloud than Cloud was. And another thing that I actually find a little disturbing is how after Final Fantasy VII, every Final Fantasy had to have this, I wanna say, teenage schoolgirl character with at the very least bare legs, if not even more bare skin, and not much to her character really. And that's kind of what you get when you look at Juffy, but forget that Juffy had this whole interesting backstory about her culture and wanting to preserve it, and being really put off by the idea that her people were reduced to a tourist attraction. That's how you get Selphie, if you have Juffy without the character depth and nuance. Maybe I'm forgetting stuff about Selphie. Maybe Selphie had some side had some optional stuff in the game that I don't remember very well. But to me, Selphie was just, I don't know, eye candy for middle-aged businessmen, to put it as less creepy as I can. And Riku also kind of falls into that mold. Like, easy on the eyes, not much going on upstairs, and that's kind of sad. Especially when you consider that Riku is supposed to be, what, 16 in Final Fantasy X? And the camera lingers on her ass almost by default. And I'm not against... like, I'm not a sex-negative person. But... I don't know. There's a way to do that not creepy, in a not creepy way, and yeah. Okay, we're level 13. I hope our characters are a little more fortified. So that's kind of the impression that I get, that Final Fantasy VII made a really big splash, and Square Enix wound up learning maybe not the best lessons from it, from why certain characters were popular and why they worked. The tunnel armor. If you get hit by its magic, it'll scorch us into dust. What do we do? Don't worry, I'll draw its magic with my runic blade. And you'll be okay. Just you watch. I'm just gonna runic every round because... yeah. Well, that sucks. Let's see if we can pull this off. He's gonna have to heal himself. Oh. That was very clutch. It's not magic if it's a laser, the boss said in a very wisecracking voice. Okay, we made it. Phew, looks like we're in the clear. And I think this ends the story of Locke and Celes for now, huh? Yeah. Choose a scenario. Kupo. Yeah, let's go with Sabin. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who fell from the raft after fighting with Ultros? Hello? I'm so tempted to look up some blitz techniques, because if I remember correctly, he knows them all immediately. And it's really just the player. Oh, that one was wrong. Okay, one more try. Ah. My memory is super hazy, and that's okay. Also, I rarely appreciate just what a fucking beefcake Sabin is. Like, even his sprite is... Look at his chest. It sticks out from under his head, like he's a weightlifter. Okay, he has a knight's coat, and I can give him silver specs. Who are you? Howdy, I own the dry goods business out here. You're not from these parts, huh? Will not matter. Whew. Oh, shuriken on sale, huh? Okay, let's get one for 7. And yeah, we'll have some companies, so let's get a bunch of shuriken for a boy. You, on a journey? I got separated from my friends. Say, can you tell me how to get to Nash? Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Already? They seem to have their sights set on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? I have to reach Nash immediately. Your only hope is through Doma. I'll show you the way. Just know that I may take off at any time if I feel like it. Welcome, a partner? Sure. The Reapers are always just a step behind me. Doing my very best Solid Snake here. Okay, that's our buddy Shadow. He's an assassin. We don't have any relics left for him. He has a kunai. Buckler, Plunthead. Wait, I bought that Plunthead for 7. Never mind. Can I get the merchant again? You know what? If shuriken are this inexpensive in this game, they're probably not gonna do massive damage like in past games, but they're still gonna be useful. Hey! You're the clockmaker? Been waiting for ages. No, not the clockmaker. There it is. On the wall. Ain't been ticking for 1, 5, 6, maybe 10 years? Got it. Lawnmower repairman, huh? Couldn't provide worse service. Grass 50 feet high out back. No child could be this mischievous. Child? I don't have any children. Balderdash. I'm ready for you to leave. Go and get. I'm tossing you out onto the well too. Oh, this is so sad. I'd rather take a stick in the eye than deal with that guy again. I think 7 said the last line, never mind. Yeah, that's the crazy old man on the veldt, and yeah, there's a sad story here. I think there's also a village nearby, so let's go there first, because we have yet to recruit someone else. And for that, we're gonna need some tasty meat. Wait, no, that's not the veldt at all, is it? Shadow's sprite always... I always struggle with reading his sprite correctly. Like, it always looks like he has dark skin and just massive googly black eyes, but it's... I think the brown reddish pixels are supposed to be the... just the edge of his mask. Yeah. So his actual face is more like black on black. There's a thing with old video games, it's kind of like misheard lyrics, where if you hear a song and you mishear... Oh, hi Interceptor! And you hear it wrong, it'll kind of always linger in your mind like that. And I think it's very similar with... Oh shit! I just found, like I said, it's like a song that you've misheard for years. I've only just found for the first time Shadow's eyes in his on-screen sprite. It's the little purple dot. And the brown, yellowy, reddish thing above is the ornament on his mask. This also looks so much more cool. so much cooler than... Wow. Live and learn. Should have packed more potions. I think we don't quite remember if we have to go through Doma to get to the belt. Oh, or if the belt is on the way to Doma. Yep, Doma is next. This is an Imperial base. Too many soldiers. Hey, are you hurt? Oh, you mean... Shh, quiet down. Kefka catches us, we're toast. They say Kefka's plotting to drive General Leo out of our battalion, probably so he can become the next general. Oh, don't make me laugh. If someone like him becomes a general, I'll go home. What if he hears you? You'll be killed. Alright, alright. Uh-oh, here he comes, back to our post. Hey, you. Keep a sharp lookout, hmm? Yes, sir, Mr. Kefka, sir. How are you today, sir? Please, save your petty small talk. Just do your job. And don't let me catch you slacking. I'll make you regret being born. Someone's gotta put that guy away. I'd like to tell him to his face. He's no General Leo. Shh. Do I always have to tell you to keep it down? You're hopeless. I hate that weirdo, Kefka. I don't even think he's human. Not like General Leo. Agreed. You too. We're about to storm Doma Castle. You will join the assault team. This assault is very adorable, if I remember correctly. Attack! Like... what are they even doing? It's hopeless, we can't keep them all out. So it's finally happening. Wait. The battle is not yet lost. A noble warrior of a foreign land, faithful retainer of his king and country, he fears not even death. Yeah. So his original name is Cayenne, like the pepper. So I guess it's pronounced Cyan. I think that's the one everyone agrees on. If we can fell their commander, they shall surely break rank and withdraw. Let us give it a try. Sir Cyan, let the commander have it. Yeah, it's a thing, like... Especially, I first played this when my English was a lot worse, and so a lot of the pronunciations became, I guess, more shaped by my native German language. But yeah, that's the one I'm going with. I am Cyan, faithful returner to the King of Doma. I am your worst nightmare. Tiger! Uppercut! Yeah. So Cyan knows Bushido, because that's what we expect of a knight from a European type themed castle. And it's essentially a game of chicken, just how long as while the battle rages on and you take punishment, and you oh. When did I last save? Oh dear. Please don't send me back. God knows how long. Oh no, so this is the last save point. I honestly didn't think that Doma Castle would be difficult, or that we would die with in Cyan's tutorial. This is embarrassing. That's actually worked out really well. I just held down the A button and they picked attacking and runic as quick as possible, and here we are. I didn't even save here. I'll save as soon as we recruit Shadow and all that. Just want this to play out in case it's relevant for anything later in the game. Okay. Actually, he'll take off soon again, so let's give this to... Give this to 7, and save. That's pretty good for 30 bucks. Still have to retrain my eyes to properly look at Shadow's sprite. This is so weird. I hope that Interceptor shows up at least once during the final fight with Kefka. What's interesting here is how they're not just shitting on Kefka, and that Kefka is a thoroughly unpleasant person and probably a fucked up level of evil that we've known, but also how they are talking up General Leo as being not quite like him, even though he also works for the Empire. Especially how they point out his humanity. Actually, he's well equipped. His class actually is Samurai. Never mind that now. Hang, single attack, a single counter attack. And this one, oh, this one's a gravity attack. That's good to know. Let's lead with that, but only use it once. The command has been defeated! Run! Walled up inside the castle, we can wait out any enemy. Kick it, hit it, leave it. Ouch. Very good, Doggo. A star pendant. Just like that. The wearer counterattacks. Well, I know who's gonna get the Knight's Code in a minute, because it's kinda... It's kinda obligatory. I murdered these soldiers for nothing. General Leo, the citizens of Doma seem to be playing a waiting game. So that's their strategy. General, we're ready to take the castle, just give the order. Patience, attack now and we'll meaninglessly increase our sacrifices. But General, I'm ready to lay my life down at any time for the Empire. You're from Miranda, right? Yes, sir. Why? Any family lives there? Fall in battle and I'll have to deliver the bad news. What shall I say to them? Also, Miranda is a shithole. I don't want to go there. You have a life to go back to someday. Don't throw it all away for nothing. Emperor Gastol wouldn't want that. Let's just put a pin in that. Yes, sir. General Leo, a carrier pigeon from Emperor Gastol. Take the castle no matter the sacrifices. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return to the capital immediately. I understand, sir. Right, I'll leave Doma in your hands. Yes, sir. Hey. Just don't jump the gun, please. So, leave it to us, sir. Right. Well, that's General Leo. He could be my friend if he weren't my enemy. I mean, Sabin and General Leo arm wrestling would be glorious. Now that Leo's gone, I'll turn the water into a flowing river of poison. He'll kill anyone who touches it. Ah, Kefka. The Emperor has ordered me to return to Vector. I don't want any trouble here. You loser. I'll take care of the situation in no time. Don't be pompous, and don't forget that they are people, just like you and me. We need not spare those lands that gave rise to the Returners. You just go and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo said, he's no longer here. I'm in charge now. For it. Some of our people are prisoners inside the castle. If you poison the river, do it. Take them all out. That's inhuman. Silence. Your history buff. Ouch! Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Still on that, huh? Sorry, gotta loot the fuck out of Leo's stand. I suppose I deserve that. Okay. A mithril glove. Protect Rero when they're critical. Okay. Jeez, what a persistent toad. Ouch. Again? Same joke? How long do you expect me to put up with that next time you're a goner? I mean, he could just use some of his magic. Crap. Hey, if you know what's good for you. Nothing beats the sweet music of hundreds of voices, screaming in unison. Kefka, what did you use to poison that river? Plutonium? It's a cyan. The Emperor's base is bustling with activity. Something must be up. Does not the water look a bit odd? Oh, he's not gonna be in Final Fantasy VII. So, Cyan, this is poison. What wishes evil? We must find our liege. I know I'm supposed to hurry, but there could be loot. Hurry to the king. Right, the king's room is near. Your Majesty, fear not. Who's there? Cyan, your highness. Indeed, my sight is going fast. I can't see a thing. Hang on, your Majesty. Cyan, you've defended the kingdom of Doma since my father's days. Thank you. Forgive me. I could not protect the kingdom. Speak not such nonsense. I fear for your family. Ah, chest is on fire. Speak not, my lord. Save the strength. Go, run to your family. Sir Cyan. There have to be some survivors in the castle. Let's split up. Yeah, we have on the ground that way, huh? Elaine. Elaine, don't leave me. This is unpardonable. Oh wait, no. Dear me. Impossible. This cannot be happening. I never forgive them. The Empire shall pay. I am Cyan, retainer to the Kingdom of Doma. The enemy! Get ready, everyone! Yeah, so obviously we're gonna join in. I guess. How do we join in? Need a hand now? Thank you, I'm in your debt. In thy debt. Yeah. Sometimes Cyan goes a little Shakespeare on us, but I don't think it's that much in this version. They're quite tough. Be careful. Look, we're gonna have to do this today, together. The thought had occurred to me as well. Oh, see now, properly joining the group? No? I'm just gonna stay in attack mode for now, because like regular attacks, rather than shurikens or blitz attacks. Thank you, kind sir. Allow me to thank you. I'm Seven from Figaro. Oh, that's grand. But what of my home, my family, my friends? Look, if we stick around any longer, we'll have to have a regiment of troops down our throats. Got him! Over there! Oh boy. I have a great idea. Come over here. What on earth are these? I'll explain later. Relax, just climb in. Yeah, get into the enemy's death machine. Symbol of their power. So 7, how might these abominations be manipulated? I'm getting sick of this. You're out such a pain in the confounded owl. I'm starting to talk like you. Now listen, just use those levers located by your hands. So 7, it is I who is in your debt. Forget it. Now come on. Hey, what are you doing? I cannot stop this monstrosity. Okay, then let's bust through. End of the line. Like how the heroes are always just automatically better at Magitech armor than the people who, you know, run them for a living. Who said anything about running? Ironically easier than the previous group, because the Thunder Beam just takes care of that. I think I'm gonna take a break of a few minutes after Doma. So this way is blocked. That way is blocked. Where are we supposed to go anyway? Don't remember. Oh, never mind then. Guys, how often does Magitech armor just fall into your lap? It can't be out of fuel. I believe we've made it this far. Say, how do we get to Narshe from here? Narshe? Only one route through the forest to the south. Alright, it's decided. If we're going through the woods, we won't need these hunks of junk anymore. Let's get going. I suppose they're not leaving a trail of destruction. Oh, that's fortuitous. I'm not sure when Shadow will leave us. I think he's still with us in the Mystic Forest. Oh! Will you look at that? X, Y, up and down. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot here to help me memorize that. Relics. Knight's Code fits him really well. That's probably not bad for someone who has the Knight's Code. Slow Pendant, she can keep that one. Black Belt, Silver Specs, sure. All good. Game. Why make me hit cats? Oh, this is Doma. Not sure we can go. No, we most certainly can't go in there. Oh, that's the Mystic Pharaohs already. Okay. Taking a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna stretch my legs, refill my water, maybe have a sandwich. I encourage you to take care of your needs as well. And yeah. We'll see each other in a little while. And we're back. Thought about taking some bits of music from Final Fantasy IV, 5, and 6 on my intro, pause screen, and outro. But also, the cuts I have of the Persona 5 soundtrack are then made perfect for the intended purpose. Especially the pause track, it's really chill. And so far, I'm not sick of it. Like, I don't have my headphones on all the time when I'm on break. It's the point of having break. Usually, oh hi cat, you wanna go Nala? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Point of a break is for me to step away from the computer for a little while. But yeah, it's a pretty good track. But it would have some stiff competition from the Final Fantasy scores from the Super Nintendo days, definitely. Anyway, Phantom Forest or Mystic Forest, depending on, I don't know, localization or soundtrack or whatever. Really gorgeous use of parallax scrolling here. And the enemies are about to get a little testy. It's almost as if the game was like, hey, how about... Well, first of all, how about a recovery spring? It's convenient. But how about we throw you into a lengthy sequence without any magic user, and we're gonna give you all the weirdos. Like, not the late game weirdos like Umaru or Gogo, but you know, the ones with the really peculiar interpretations of past Final Fantasy jobs. Like Cyan with his strange Bushido waiting game. Cat, that's my water. Please. Get off the desk. Tapping my lap. She's climbing into my lap. Maybe we'll rest there. Not stir up any more shit. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Cyan with his strange Bushido waiting mechanic. Shadow is pretty conventional, all things considered. He has the throw ability, and depending on whether you want to invest hard cash into very disposable items, it can be really good or just really annoying. But yeah, shurikens have never been cheaper, so I wish I had bought more, to be honest. And I will buy more. Back in the day I was always like, yeah, but his ability uses up money, and these days I'm like, yeah, so what? It's really strong. And then there's Sabin with his Street Fighter inputs. For lack of better words. Cat, please settle down. Can you settle down? Hmm? Mm-hmm. Okay. I wonder if someone at Square at the time played a LucasArts adventure and was like, yeah, but could our backgrounds look that good? And the artists were like, do they have to? Aura cannon. Sweet. Oh, I bungled that one. Let's bring up that screenshot I took. Because, of course, we need to do the meme associated with this area. For that, I need to practice. Oh. Cat, please. No going on the desk. Huh? Meteor suplex? And it missed. Oh, damn it. I didn't put it in correctly. But I feel pretty good about giving the counter ability to Sabin. Because not only is it traditionally a monk ability, but also, this way if I fuck up a blitz, he has at least a bit more damage output. Going to the train just yet. I want to explore. They're not even real ghosts, they're just creepy dudes in robes. The very first time I got to play Final Fantasy VI was in the... was it still the late 90s? Maybe. Because this game, regrettably, never made it to Europe in its time. And I had a couple of import games with an import adapter and all that jazz, but I kinda slept on Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III for that matter, as it was at the time called in the US. And we're running out of potions quick, wow. I had Chrono Trigger back in the day, and let's just pummel them. And I was very happy to experience... Oh, well, okay then. What is probably still my favorite Super Nintendo game. Chrono Trigger, that is. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI I only had a chance to play for the first time when emulators for the Super Nintendo became a thing. And I remember playing this with a keyboard. Didn't have a gamepad for my for the family computer. And naturally, playing with 7 on a keyboard, that was interesting. Not sure if the Aura Beam actually ever really worked, or the Phoenix thing later on. Anyway, let's board this train. Train is here? But I thought Domus Railway had been destroyed. Maybe survivors inside? Let's take a look. Oh, there's definitely no survivors of any kind on this train. Hey. We can't get in right here. It's a 7. Can't just wander around out here. We have to go on board. It's a 7. Don't worry. It's a 7. What a nerve. We must get off this train at once. Oh, you remembered. It's moving. If we don't get off now... Sure, there's nothing wrong here. Come here. Won't open. We're too late. What's with this train? This is the Phantom train. It carries the deceased to the land of the dead. Wait a second. I don't want to go there. We almost die sometime. I have things to do here. We have to stop this thing. Let's make for the engine. Oh hi. Look out. Sure, try stealing my magic. We'll find that all of these dudes are way too dumb to cast a spell. Well, for now. Wait, what? Where's this guy? It seems to want to accompany us. Bring it along. Oh, sure. Well. Oh, it can possess folks. Oh, probably not necessary right now. Then again. The greater number, the slower we can move. Oh, forget it. Howdy folks, I've got top quality items at rock bottom prices. Debatable. Green Sherry protects us against the imp status. And there's Phoenix Stones, sleeping bags, more shurikens. Sure. I really like the Phantom Train dungeon. You feel a little bit put upon because it's, yeah, your crew is a little patchy. They're all very strong, but none of them can heal. Items are available if you know where, otherwise you're probably even more tense. Oh, possesses like a suicide attack. Oh. Oh. I made another one. Oh, escape. But it's one of those dungeons that really rewards exploration, experimentation, all that stuff. No escape. Not from this direction. No escape. They're coming. No escape. This way too. Oh, I hope there wasn't too much there in there that I was not missed. You can't escape. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Bloody persistent. I believe we're stuck. I believe 7 hasn't skipped leg day. I know. Has thou an idea? Okay. The time has come to see if all my training has paid off. Come, Slime. Yahoo! Well, good enough. Oh, I wonder how Bungle did again. wonder how Blitz inputs work on the iPhone version. Wonder if there's any version where you just select them from a list, which would be a little lame, but on the other hand, I could really go for that. No escape. Hey. Oh. Still so bloody persistent. We have to detach the rear train cars. Have you... No offense, but have you any idea how much you're messing with the metaphysical in that world right now? Can't follow us now. Guess that's how that works, huh? The Oversoul. Mm-hmm. That did what? I wonder if ghosts are just immune to the suplex in principle because they're kinda incorporeal. Please order at the table. I would love to. Food, 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 bring me everything you got. Oh, knucklehead. Is this train's food truly safe to eat? Good, come on, eat up. Can't wage war on an empty stomach. Oh, do what you will, sir. I'm sure there's no stopping the... Nom 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 nom. Do we now get the bill? Oh. I've stuffed down all I can. Let's go. This place is weird and lovely. Oh. Stop where you are. Oh hi. I am Siegfried, the world's greatest swordsman. The treasure chest is mine. If I were you, over muscled orcs, I'd grab Grandpa here and run while you still can. Pooh. You look more like a manicurist. Now scram. Ha! The ex-bellows. For those brazen swords I shall fillet you with my blade. On guard. I'm gonna save you. You kids better get ready, because here I come. Secret may be a bit of a blowhard. Could you not? Give up yet? And he crumbles into dust. What a windbag. Impossible. I'm the greatest, but I'll still get the last laugh. Aha, the treasure is mine. Ta-ta, Kratos. Nope. Poison and darkness. Well, Since Seven is our team leader right now. Who are you? Wanna stop the train? Just use the controls in engineer's compartment. That seems awfully easy and convenient, and also... Can we in here? I could do something more drastic with the ghost. Nice. Like use the possess ability, but or maybe heal them. But right now they kind of a welcome enemy magnet, or you know, an additional target, and they're gone. Oh. Hyper Wrist. Boosts the rare strength. That's a nice upgrade. Can I keep that fairy running around for Sniper side? Showering us some neat relics. Choose attacks never miss. That's nice if you still have an open slot. Let's see if we can get another friend for the final battle. Let's measure the base attacks. I just wanna get an idea here. Oh. Shame. Nobody is terribly close to gaining a level, he said. I don't really remember if Shadow takes off after this. Yeah, we're fine. Ooh. It's the engineer's room. Gotta stop this thing. Nothing's written here. What? Stop the train, shut the first and third pressure valves, and operate the switch outside near the switch outside near the smokestack. I like that this works irrespective of your reading direction, because Japanese is read from right to left. I think that's... yeah. So, you've been slowing my progress. That's a very ill-tempered train. Fucking did it. I should do him in. Yeah. Really short and nice boss fight. Really clean. There is some wonderful fan art of this moment, by the way. I will let you go, but first there's something I must do. Sorry, I have no idea how a locomotive would talk. Where are we? Oh boy. Finally got off. We shouldn't be here. Let's go. Now. No. Elaine. Owain. Is that your wife and son? Departing? Please wait. Elaine. Owain. My love, you made me so happy. Don't forget me. Dad, I'll keep practicing with my sword. Didn't quite catch the second sentence. Think maybe make Mom and you proud? Oh. Best leave him alone. Howdy. Oh, just Fates, okay. Yeah. And that was the Phantom Train episode. Really wacky, but it ends on a tremendous gut punch. Let me just take a moment. Got that particular fan art I'm so fond of. What always gets me about this one, I mean, not just the fact that he's suplexing a train, but just the sheer disbelief on Shadows and Ryan's faces. Like they're running for their lives, and then they're looking back and like, okay, this is happening. It shouldn't, but it does. Still haven't made it to the vault. This must be Barren Falls. To the south lies the Veldt. 'Tis a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. And we have the Empire right on our tails. We can slip through the Veldt. We can reach the Tower of Moblis to the east. I've served my purpose. Shadow, thanks for your help. Let's join ranks again sometime. I like how Sabin is really upbeat and just not upset that Shadow is taking off at this juncture. Jump? Why not? You crazy? I still question how this is in any way sane or even logical, but sure. Oh, it's one of those. Maybe Shadow was also like, they're about to jump down there. I just survived the train leading to the afterlife. I think I'm good. Oh shit. Really? Oh wait, no. I think I did. I think I was saved in the conventional fashion after we get out of the... No. Sure didn't. Guess we gonna have to... I should save more often. It seems like a very obvious thing in a game this old. I wonder what I should play after Final Fantasy VI. Really something with less reading, so other RPGs are out. I was thinking Yakuza Kiwami, but then again, side quests are not voiced in Yakuza games, so that would be a lot of reading all over again. Especially since the Yakuza game, like dialogue in the Yakuza games is notoriously long-winded. I enjoyed Yakuza 0 enormously. Probably my favorite game that I played last year. And my favorite game that came out last year, I think that one would have been Blasphemous. But yeah. But a fun conversation with my girlfriend the other day where I was like, yeah, now that everyone's like, oh, what's their game of the decade? And I'm thinking Hollow Knight, and she was like, not Dark Souls? And it's kinda in there, in a way. Like, picking just your one favorite thing among the many cool things that came out over the course of 10 years is kind of a fool's errand to begin with. But in a way, Dark Souls is kind of encapsulated in a Hollow Knight, like it's kind of part of its DNA, and it tells a similar story, but I still feel it tells it in a better way, in a more personable way. The story of a kingdom that had its time and kind of refused to make way for whatever comes next. And the consequences of that were dire for everyone. That's my buckler and my plumped head. Nah, I can keep it. And I'll take the relics though. Yeah, I think he's snoping out because he doesn't want to. Maybe Interceptor is just really stinky. When he gets wet. Also, I wish Interceptor wasn't more cutscenes that involved Shadow. Just, you know, hanging around. I don't quite remember if Interceptor also counterattacks if Realm gets hurt in a battle. But if he does, it would be a nice touch to hint at their connection. Let's see if we can survive that special attack. Care of it as fast as we can. Good. Yes, we didn't let the enrage timer expire. I have no idea. Probably just got lucky. I wonder if I'm kind of coasting on a low level here. Also, as much as I enjoy this little escapade, and the stuff that's still to come on Sabin's leg of the journey, it goes on for way too long. Aww. Trapped in Monster Heights, eyes shining with intelligence, a youth with a kind heart and mind surviving with a kind heart and mind, surviving against all odds. Our boy go. And you are? So the Veld is a place where monsters that you've previously beaten show up. Meaning, some of them are trivial, some of them not so much. And this is for the specific purpose that you once Gao joins the party, we can send him on little adventures. And I'm not sure if it's... Oh, hi. Ooh. Buddy. Oh, I'm hungry. Not gonna hit him. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we can give him a potion, but the idea is that we need to get meat from the nearby village to feed him, and then he'll join the party for good. Can we leave? Oh, we can't leave, huh? Fine, have a potion. Game, please don't make me hit this precious cinnamon roll of a human being. Oh, that's poop. Oh, you strangers, go away. You scare animals. Anyway, civilization. You came via Barren Falls? Unbelievable. It's flowing like there's no tomorrow. Only carrier pigeons link our village to the outside. Letters tell us that war has broken out. This region is called the Veld. Monsters from all over the world migrate here. Okay, so can get a Kotetsu for our boys. Siam. Me for claws. Can get a heavy shield for knight. They're already giving me the rundown on Gao. Oh hey! While out hunting, I noticed a kid running with a herd of beasts. His parents know where he is? His parents, yeah, threw some dried meat into a herd of hungry animals and some kid emerged and grabbed it. Hint, hint. Strong currents run through the Serpent Trench. Heard about it? No? Okay. Hop into the currents and you'll be swept to Nikea. Too bad our only diving helmet was stolen. I'm at your service. I sense things all over the world. Yeah, wouldn't this be a smart idea to, you know, send a message to the others? The entrance to the Serpent Trench is in Crescent Mountain on the southern tip of this continent. The soldier in here is hurt pretty bad. Keep your voices down. Some soldier wanted here, busted up pretty bad too. Doesn't look good. Only the letters coming from the town of Miranda are keeping him going. Oh dear. I'm from Miranda. The Empire invaded and made me join the Imperial Army. I fled when I heard we were heading for Doma. They caught me and did this. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. On the desk is a letter. Will you please read it to me? Can't get used to Imperial troopers walking the streets of Miranda, but otherwise things are okay. Flowers are blooming in the garden, telling me spring is here. Is it true you were injured? If so, I wish I could fly to your side. I hope you'll get well soon, and I know that I think about you every day. Your love, Lola. I'd like to write her back, but I even broke my fingers. Can't even pick up a pen. Can't we do that for him? Jesus. Yeah, lady, can you write? You might be doing a dying man a solid. Dwayne and Catherine are both 16 and in love. Oh yeah, they got it bad. The white cape, fine white silk cape that prevents imp and silence. Might as well take one. That's so random. Also, the relic shop doubles as a free in. Okay, can we do anything for postage reminder? Is 500 go. Gonna send a letter for that soldier, right? Send it. $500 well spent. Want to get better? I want to see Lola. It's one of these sad little side quests in the game. I'm not sure how it ends. If he gets better, if he dies. I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's meet Gao. We're gonna be spending a little time here. Because I want to train Gao right away, at least as far as we can for the moment. Because Gao is our blue mage, oddly enough, in this game, and Gao's only ever as useful as his collections. Oh hi! Please don't attack. Okay. What the? Thou art so odd. I am Cyan, and he is Sabin. You Sabin, you Cyan. We want more food. No more for you. You go, get more for me. You're a regular munchkin. And you, afraid of me. You wanna fight? Me not want to hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. I'm not sure what they're doing here. I'm guessing they're sparring. Yeah. You're pretty tough. Yeah, that's fun. You're strong. You like dancing. You're a good leader. Shut up. Simmer down, sirs. And thou, O wild one, who might thou be? Thou? Thou. Is this where he takes his name from? Because he doesn't really have one? You're angry? Cyan, you angry? Me? Cyan, you angry? Me? Cyan, you angry? Me? Listen, his family was just... We understand. Gao, sorry. Gao not mean person. Look, we cannot have you two prancing around all day. Say Gao, I think we shall let her get along well together. Wilt thou join us? Oh, I give you a present. Gao gives Cyan and Sabin nice gift and thanks for food. Just strikes in at that gazelle with his teeth. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna? Else treasure. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Can anything be that shiny? Does Mr. Thou like shiny things? Mr. Thou's that one over there. A shiny thing, eh? How jealous Locke's gonna be when he hears about this. Who be Locke? He bad man? Maybe he tries to steal my treasure? I mean, he would, yes, but he's not necessarily bad. Locke, well, he's... Listen, when someone's talking to you, I think he's trying to tell us something. Alright, carry on. Here, shiny thing, here. Sabin, place where you buy food. Is called Obelisk. Cyan, place where you stand. River brought you here. We go Crescent Mountain. Shiny thing there. Look, let's just go along with him to this Crescent Mountain. Phew. Why do we invite him along anyway? Mr. Thou, hurry up. We're leaving. I told you already, I'm not Mr. Thou. Here's how to build up Gao's skill. Choose Leap, a command that only appears when you're on the veldt. Keep fighting on the veldt and Gao will reappear. You'll have learned the attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leapt and returned. Ah, so it's a twofer. Choose the command Rage, and you can use any of the attacks he's learned. Now, please continue your quest. Nobody saw that. Sure. Oops. So he might not come back immediately. I remember this to be a little tricky, because when Gao reappears, there's this short amount of time where the ATB carries on. Ooh. Like so. And I could hit him here. Anyway. So from Sagram, he learned whatever Sagram does. Oh, actually, he learned everything in between too. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna need a rundown on Gao's powers, because otherwise I'll be very lost. Also, we can probably find a few upgrades for him. Nope. No weapons for Gao. Actually, this would be a good place for me to cut the stream. I'm going for a little over 3 hours now. We covered a good chunk of the story. And I might just float around the world for a little while, provided there's anything to learn. He already seems to have a good chunk of it. But yeah, it's gonna be a little try and error and looking stuff up for me, so not all that riveting from a viewer's perspective, I imagine. Yeah. More Final Fantasy when I return. I'm not sure if I'm doing another stream sometime today. It's possible, but I don't want to promise anything. But I imagine tomorrow at the latest. Because this game has been a lot of fun so far, as I remember it to be. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.